Hey everybody, this is Riker Rider, and welcome back to Let's Play The Legend of Dragoon. I'd like to go over my setup for the next boss fight. I've brought in Al and Maru for it. Dart has the same setup: Soul Eater, Therapy Ring, Phoenix Plume for status, Red Dragoon armor. Al has Dragon Helm for his HP, and Red Eye Stone because this boss has a lot of fire elemental attacks that can be very dangerous for him because of his low magic defense. You could give him, like, I don't know, Magical Hat to help with that, which would also give him more MP so that he could stay Dragoon long. Well, be able to use his Dragoon more effectively, not necessarily stay Dragoon longer. And Maru has Dragon Helmet Physical Ring for the same reason that Al has one, because the primary danger in this battle is fire elemental attacks. Now these are pretty much going to be my final edition setups on everybody. Al, Gust of Wind Dances is best. I'm going to be using Cool Boogie with Maru because her physical attack is pretty much irrelevant unless you have her final edition at least 500%. And that's just not going to happen, and it's never happened with any of my playthroughs. You pretty much have to use Maru the entire game to even have a chance at getting that edition. Blazing Dynamo, I doubt we'll get to level 4 for the final fight, but we can try. Alright, let's do it. We're coming, Shauna. We're gonna get you out of here. Oh, there she is, at the very core of the moon. Huh? Zeeg? Wait, what? The Red-Eyed Dragon still recognizes him? Well, this might be an issue. Like, why would you use the power of a Dragoon to destroy the very world that you worked so hard to save against the Winglies 11,000 years ago? Well, what is this, Star Wars? Yeah, we have to fight Dart's father, Ziegfeld. Now, one very important note about the fight with Zeeg is the very first command that you pull with Dart will do nothing to him. So don't go using your power-up and whatnot on him, and just try that. Now, Zeeg basically functions as a clone of Dart in his Dragoon form, and this is a final burst. This might be trouble. Now, one thing you may notice is even though Dart no longer has a Dragoon spirit, he still has the Red Dragoon armor, so he is immune to the vast majority of attacks that Zeeg does. And Zeeg only has 8,000 HP, so it shouldn't take a whole lot to take him out. He does have extremely high attack power, so you may want to consider a more physical party than this, but he does have both physical and magical attacks that are dangerous. Yeah, he's got 170 physical attack, which is, I believe, higher than any other enemy in the game, except maybe Belzak. But Belzak is so slow that he doesn't really get to use that power. Zeeg is fast. Zeeg is just as fast as Maru. So you'll want to get that power down, speed down on him as quickly as possible to minimize the number of turns he gets. The fight itself isn't that bad just because of his low health count. I think I'm going to use Maru primarily because of her high magic stats, and just she can like go Dragoon if she needs to, and just pummel this guy with water elemental magic. Which is what I plan on doing. So basically you treat this as an easier version of one of the Dragoon Tower fights. And another thing that's really strange is he tends to focus his Dragoon magic on Dark. So let's go ahead and get that Psych Bomb out there. Hopefully do a good amount of damage with it. Considering this is the second to the last time you'll see it. Another 228. What's it worth? Over half his health. Awesome. Now let's use our... Do we have a Frozen Jet? I believe we have a Frozen Jet. Yeah, we do. I am going to want to hold on to a few of these magic items for the final boss, just to get rid of, just to be able to do numbers on forms that have multiple parts. But I don't want to hold on to too many of my items because the final boss fight is extremely long, and I'm going to get into that when the final boss comes around, which is going to be in not too far from now, actually. So apparently my bestiary was wrong about him having 8,000. He might have... Maybe it's 18,000, but it's enough. But I can still do plenty of damage to him plenty quickly. What do I want to use after this? I don't think it matters because the last boss is Void Element, so it doesn't matter what you use on him element-wise. I shouldn't have to hold too many of these items, though. Probably just 2, maybe 3. I'm probably only going to hold 2. I'll go ahead and use a Spectral Flash, why not? So if you fought the Dragoon Towers, like you were supposed to halfway through Disc 4, those are really good practice for this fight. The only problem is, by the time you get to this fight, if you're having trouble, you won't be able to go back and do the Dragoon Towers anyway. Well, that was pathetic. Oh, great. Here's the dragon. And I think that debuff is worn off him too, so this is going to do even more damage. This is definitely going to do a number on Maru. Ow! I am really glad I put those items on, on Maru and Al, because that was after getting reduced by the Red Eye Stone. Jeez. I just can't imagine how, since he tends to focus on Dark so much, that what's the word I'm looking for? How he would survive if... Yeah. But I think I want to be aggressive in this fight, not conservative. Yeah, let's just go ahead and throw another Spectral Flash at him. I've got him just about dead anyway. I bet his HP value is closer to 16,000. Either 16 or 18. It's enough. Wow, that was pathetic. Yeah, let's just go with additions for now. Alright, that'll do it. Uh-oh. It's starting. Now that scared me. That is so creepy, the way his eyes glow. What? So wait a minute. How far back does this go? So Dole was a pawn for Lloyd. Lloyd was a pawn for Emperor Diaz, who turned out to be Zieg. And Zieg was a pawn for Melbu Frama the whole time? That's a little bit contrived, game. Just a little bit. I will take the 20k XP, though. And this is going to be the last experience we get. So whatever levels we end up at after this fight are going to be the levels we finish the game at. Rose 36. Wow, and that's all we get? Well, a little bit lower than I'm used to, except on Dart. Dart's sitting pretty at level 40, which is about the level you want him to be at for the final fight. So that's why he possessed, is this the reason why you possessed Zieg? So that you could have a body to, yeah. No wonder Zieg wasn't himself, because he was being possessed the whole time. So the whole time he has been manipulating Zieg and by proxy Lloyd and Dole so that he could become the god of destruction and rule the world instead of Shauna merging with the god. Melbu Frama is going to enter the body, enter and possess the body of the Moonchild to become the god of destruction himself. The whole transformation of the core of the moon to red is pretty creepy, too. So now Melbu Frama is the 108th species. Although we did rescue Shauna, so that's a plus. Oh, hi there, Lloyd! And now we get to see Lloyd fight Melbu Frama. This should be a good show. Get your popcorn, guys. Now, I guess Dart's standing here because he's required to be in this, he's required to be in a battle in order for the game to use the battle engine for some reason. How do you like it, Melbu? Wait, that didn't phase him at all? Oh, crap. This is a problem. If not even Lloyd can... If Melbu Frama can take down Lloyd in one attack, I think we might have a big problem on our hands, guys. So in his dying breath, Lloyd is going to give us the Divine Dragoon Spirit and the Dragon Buster. Awesome. Alright, we get the Divine Dragoon Spirit here for Dart, and the Dragon Buster, Rose's ultimate weapon and the most powerful weapon in the game. This basically makes Rose an awesome physical attacker as well as a magic attacker. 100 attack power. This makes, I believe this gives her about the same attack power as Dart with the Soul Eater and Al with his ultimate weapon. And with a 500% addition, she can outdamage them both now if you have her Demon's Dance Edition maxed. It makes her an absolute powerhouse. Now, the Divine Dragon, I'm not actually sure how this works in terms of learning the Divine Dragon Ball and the Divine Dragon Cannon, because I've never gotten the Divine Dragoon Spirit with anything less than maximum Dragoon level. Another interesting thing is when you transform into a Dragoon as the Divine Dragon with Dart, his element does change from fire to void, but when he is non-Dragoon, he is still fire element, so you do need to watch out for that. Also, because Zed collapsed and whatnot and left. He basically took Dart's Dragoon Spirit with him, so you will no longer be able to use the what is it? The Red-Eye Dragon. Huh. The one thing that's a nice touch is the little anecdotes or summaries of what everybody had gone through before coming all the way here. And really just recollect on the journey as well, right before it's going to end with this battle. I'm glad to see you're enthusiastic about it. Sounds like everybody's ready. Boy, that was a long time ago, wasn't it, Al? Yep, every journey has to end somewhere, right? Well, every journey with a goal, anyway. It's not just you. It's not just you. It's all of us. We have to end this. That's right, Miranda. We weave our own fate. Congo, what do you have to say about this? Sorry about that. Anybody can destroy the world, anybody can save the world. Yep, everybody looks fearless and ready to go. Now, one really nice favor the game does for you is it gives you the option, is if you approach the God of Destruction, Melbu, the game will tell you that it's going to be the last fight, and will give you the option that, you know, you need to prepare for this fight. And I have a lot of preparations to do for this fight. I'm actually going to go back to Vale and restock on items. Yes, you can go all the way back to Vale. Use your new Dragon Buster sword on enemies. Use your new Dragoon magic. Just play around with it. Do what you want to with it in here. But the primary reason why I'm going back there is to get rid of my excess stuff that I'm not going to use, such as what do I have that I know I'm not going to use? I know I'm not going to use the Smoke Ball or the Magic Signet Stone anymore, so I'm going to get rid of those. The Magic Shield and the Material Shield are both going to be useful, so I'm going to hang on to those. And I'm going to get rid of probably one of these magic items, and most likely one or both of the Sun Rhapsodies, because you want to make as much room for healing items as possible, because this is what's coming up is by far the longest fight in the game. And we're going to have to save that for next time on the 6-part finale of Let's Play The Legend of Dragoon. I hope you're looking forward to it as much as I am making it. See you later, everybody!